Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. John Shambi on play-by-play. Chris Singleton providing the color. The cameras are out for this one, partner. Home openers are unique and always bring a special type of energy to the ballpark.
Today is a celebration. It is the beginning of a new year, and there's no other game like this one on the schedule. It's the first time playing inside your home stadium with your brand new teammates, and you know the fans are going to bring the energy. The excitement is already building in here.
Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. About to get started here, and towing the slab in this one, number 50.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Tap foul at the plate. That misses. 1-2. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
In the air on the infield. 1 up, 1 down. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. It features a great veteran presence, Harold Baines.
Boog, he has over 1,500 RBIs in his career. I mean, this is a guy that loves the opportunity to drive in runs. Some people shrink under that pressure with runners in scoring position. But he spent his entire career in the middle of the lineup, and everybody knows he can do some damage.
Cut on and lifted in the air. The throw into second, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
One out. Runner at second. And now the first baseman, Frank Thomas. That one ripped left field. And out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. Third home run of the season. It's 2-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
1 down. And now the right fielder, Harold Baines. In the air to left down the line. And that's a foul ball. Swing and a ball popped in the air. 2 away now.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And here's the rookie center fielder. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
And that finds the mark on the outside corner. That's strike two. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And that just misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. Tied him up on a fastball inside. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, towing the slab in today's game, Bill Foster. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Bottom of the first, and now the shortstop, Alan Trammell. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And he swings through that one. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup. And I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope. Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. Straighten him up a little bit.
Back up the middle and a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
The right fielder, Al.
And next up for the Tigers, Al Kaline. And that one fouled off. And now the 0-1. Out to short, Aparicio. There's one.
He's out of there.
Over to first, safe.
He's in there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Here's a big power threat. Hank Greenberg. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Swinging a foul straight back.
He's quickly adjusted to major league pitching, and it looks like he's only going to get better. There's a reason he's rated so high as a prospect, and so far, he looks like he could be the real deal.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting for the center field.
Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Larry Doby, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Comes up empty.
That pitch started in and
No
ended
balls,
up on the
2 strikes.
outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And that's
No,
outside.
that's out.
This hitter's been seeing good velocity in the at-bat. It's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet. Looks just like a fastball out of the hand.
Two outs. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The pitch. And that's a strikeout looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Tigers leave one. They trail things here 2-0. New inning getting started, and now it's Luis Robert. Robert, the native of Cuba, signed with the White Sox in May of 2017. That catches the zone for a strike. It's 0-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
There's a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
That one misses. 1-2 to count. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Bobby Dahlbeck. 0-1.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
2 outs, base is empty. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Back here in Detroit, Singy, these Tiger fans feeling good about the new season. They certainly built up some confidence last year.
Yeah, kind of a surprise, snapping a 7-year streak of losing seasons. That'll do it for a fan base.
So will it taste the postseason baseball for the first time in over a decade.
Yeah, things are looking up for this Tigers franchise. Plus, they didn't just reach the postseason, they won a series, which is an important step in a team's development.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. In plenty of time to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Batting 6, the second baseman, Gleyber.
Here is Gleyber Torres. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swings through that. 1 out, base is empty. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Man at first with one gone. Turkey Stearns stepping to the plate now. Out to short. Base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Here's the third baseman, Andy Ibanez. And a base hit on the line. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's a one-run game.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. 2 on, 1 out. Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. And fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. On its way to the corner. And a foul ball. And now 1 and 2. Foster delivers. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Foster kicks and deals. Hard ground ball for a base stop. In from third is the tying run. And it's an RBI single. It's 2-2.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
First and second, 1 out. Alan Trammell getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. On the ground to second, might be 2. Glove flip for 1. Over to Thomas, and that double play ends the inning. They get 2 and draw even again. We played 2 full. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Robertson back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Theis throws right, bats left. Hitting 9th in today's lineup. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. Off the plate inside, and it's 1-1. And that's in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Luis Aparicio. First time up was a pop out. Hit in the air, center field. Doby pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now that designated hitter,
John Donaldson digging in now. Doubled his first time up. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Tied up here in the early going. Stays alive. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Nothing doing for the White Sox. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. And we're back as we go to the last of the 3rd. Digging in, Al Kaline. And a foul ball. Oh, 1 now. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Brings it in. 1 down. Hank Greenberg up now for the Tigers. Fly to center his first time. In the air, right field. Baines trying to get there. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Larry.
Here's the center fielder, Larry Doby. He's 0 for 1. The other way, and foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Tap to first. 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Score remains 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Robertson with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.